Alright, and we are back for our last hour of our Fire Emblem game. D&D 5e. Bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang. Of Heart of Ruin, week 1. As the group sits outside and just waiting for Vannon to make an approach. From up in the sky, the sound of this blood-curdling noise is echoed throughout the entire trough and within these hilled areas. That echoes violently in your ears as you look up, as you see this large shadow slowly descending from the clouds towards the trough itself.
Can we be boys now?
Meanwhile, inside Vannon, you also hear this sound that seems to shake the foundation of the house to its core.
I'll immediately fly for the door.
So as you fly through the door, the rest of the group see you coming out. I got you. The rest of the group sees you coming out as they look eyes to you, and you come out just in time to watch as this large, black-winged creature, somewhat akin to a large cat, but with multiple eyes lining down its side of its head. A large jaw that actually opens up into a second large jaw in its mouth as it careens down towards the trough and lands directly onto a house not far from here.
Just a random demon attack then, I asked to the Birdseye group.
Guess it's time to get his attention.
As long as they haven't found us already, that would have been far too quick. We need to take care of this, quickly.
Oh, it's pretty.
How large is it? It's a big
Four times the
game.
size of
Well,
Scram.
it's twice as big as Scram, so...
Oh, shit.
So, I need all of you to roll initiative.
Oh no. Oh, that's
Rolling
fine.
high.
I mean, oh my. I'm so good at initiative, guys. I have a 0. That's great.
Don't you love having a 0 initiative?
Yep, yay, low dice. At least I didn't roll a 2 like Scram.
Oh, that's a low blow.
That means I can't do any AoE. Yay!
Well, to be fair, it is only the one guy, so we don't really need air of effect spells right now.
I mean, fireballs are always fun.
Fireballs are, in fact, always fun. You just cast Fire Blast, because you always call them fireballs anyways.
It's true.
Alright, everybody rolled up?
Let's not blow up anybody's head.
Roll up. We're rolled. We're rolled up. Let's roll out.
Alright, so first on the initiative, Kane.
Awesome. Just gonna kind of draw my sword and Jesus, this thing's huge.
It's huge.
Okay, and if you wait, I'll speed you up.
Well, I am gonna hold my turn because I don't. If it comes close, I will attack it. Let me move though in front of Sebastian.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna. God, this thing is. I'm gonna go into. I'm gonna use my action to go into dodge. And, can I Can I make any type of check to see what type of demon this is?
You can definitely give it a try.
What would
Like a
that
history
be?
check?
History or
Religion?
Arcana?
Demons are usually religion.
Yeah,
Alright.
I would say history of religion.
Okay. What do I
That's a
know it might
Pinterest.
for?
That thing's scary.
Oh shit, it's a demon.
That thing's scary.
Scary.
It's got eyes and teeth and a tongue.
And it's ugly. And that's my turn.
So the large creature lands on the ground with deep impact as its talons just begin to dig into the soil. Its black wings just start to recoil into its body as it folds flat against its flesh, looking more like its spine. As its head just would turn, its red fire-like gaze looks about and sees Cain as it begins to charge towards the prince, knocking over the stone structure of the well, as it just makes its approach with its heavy strides, as it brings its claw up and slashes down directly onto the prince.
Yeah, I get to attack him, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Hey.
"17 and 17 both hit.
17.
Good thing
is
he
your
wasn't
lucky
moving
number.
past me.
So go ahead and describe what happens as it brings its claw up, about to slash at you.
I managed to counter before it hits me, and I will slash at its arm or front arm leg thing that isn't reaching up to hit me.
So as you bring your slashes down on it, it carves into its flesh and sounds much like carving into a well-seared piece of meat, as it gives off a growl in anger as it finishes its swipe on you.
Well-seared piece of meat. Does it have like a fire, like an internal fire?
It seems to glow. Doesn't look like an internal fire. You're not too sure.
Is its like belly maybe perhaps like 5 feet wide and like 12 feet long?
I mean, all you see is black flesh. Cain can see this because he just carved it. But you watch as, possibly with what you did, made his claw, or her claw, excuse me, completely miss as it carves into the ground in front of you. Actually kind of making you question if this thing has martial prowess whatsoever. As it misses that, it just leans forward and opens its mouth as it tries to bite down on you, Cain.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Oh, the jukebox says nothing's playing currently. Huh?
I'm iron on it.
Maybe I'm disconnected then.
Hey, Twitch chat. Do you hear music?
Yeah, because I hear music.
Can vouch.
Okay. Now I hear it.
Oh, I hear it now.
Does 17 hit?
No, it doesn't.
Hey, we're epic.
As it tries to bite down on you, and as it does so, you bring your armored arm up and kind of restrain against its large talons as it tries to wrap on you and push it off as it just snaps in front of Sebastian's face. Annalise.
How are you doing spells? Are you doing it raw? Like if I cast first level and above spell, I can only cast a cantrip?
Correct.
Does using my lightning tome count as a cantrip?
No.
That counts. Okay, so I can't cast a spell and use my lightning tome.
Yes.
Yes, I cannot do that.
Yes, you can do that.
Okay,
That's my plan as well.
great.
The lightning tome is a weapon, not a spell.
Just making sure, because I have it under my cantrips right now. In either case, I am not going to do that. I am going to grab onto my holy symbol and put my hand in the air, and I will cast Bless, targeting Kane. Who else is nearby? Vanon's around the corner. I can't really see him. So Kane, Sebastian, and Scram. Y'all are all blessed. In the chat so you guys can see. And then, as my bonus action, I'm going to cast the word I can never pronounce, Shaylaga. Shillelagh. Great. And just kind of grip my my wooden staff as it kind of burst a little more of druidic magic. And that's my turn. I'll take a little bit of cover just behind this this cart here. I'll end my turn.
Alright, Vanon, you hear the sounds of the creature, like, billowing across the corner and what sounds like unsheathed swords in combat.
Alright, so Vanna's gonna rush forth to here. And try something new. One sec while I bring it up. But he is going to take a particular stance you haven't seen him use yet, moving his hands almost as if he was casting a spell, but it's a little more martial arty than the typical spell casting. And a yellow shield, it almost looks like, appears in the air above the creature. Semi-transparent, and then it rings out with a loud gong sound. Wow. Meant very low roll, but yes. So I'm using gong on the summit.
Alright, so it has to beat a DC 14 Constitution. Which, let's see. It does not.
Yay.
As the large, loud sound just echoes, and the impact seems to riddle the creature as it shakes its head violently side to side.
Yeah, you take that 5 damage.
That was horrible.
It was pretty brutal.
3 key points for that 5 damage.
Scram.
Will draw his quarterstaff, stick it in the ground, and shout to Kane, "Give him hell!" As I cast haste on Kane. As a quickened spell. So I'm quickly casting haste. With 2 sorcery points, so Kane is now hasted, and with my actual action, pull the book out of its box, and give old scary face a taste of Voidbringer.
Is casting haste a bonus action or an action?
Quicken spell matter.
Oh, quicken spell.
Magic class.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, you are correct.
Go ahead and describe what happens. You do hit.
Yeah, after letting go of the staff and sort of standing in the ground, so I want to I need to. I pull out the book and just begin reading off another passage. And it sounds weird, but what Scram's hearing is the speech from Pulp Fiction. And he shall rain down upon you with furious vengeance, as he says that. There's a bolt of air sort of flows towards the scary thing. Hitting. And I'm doing 14 force damage.
As you impact it, and it kind of takes a step back as Kane, you watch in front of it, around its snout, it begin to compress as if a bunch of pressure is being pushed on it as it shakes its head violently in protest. And Scram, you are no longer blessed.
Oh,
Interesting.
that is in fact interesting. Do I feel that connection sizzle out or not? Because bless is not a concentration. No, it isn't. Is it?
No, they lose it if they make an attack.
No, not bless. You're thinking of sanctuary.
You bless up to 3
bless-
creatures whenever a target makes an attack roll or saving throw before the spell ends.
They get
Ah,
1d4.
yes, you're
thinking of
correct.
sanctuary. Bless is different.
I am thinking of
Hey.
Sanctuary.
I was really weirded out for a moment. I was like, how evil is this book?
That's a 19.
Yeah.
So, next is Kane.
Right. I'm going to attack it.
I think you can make 4 attacks.
I believe I can only make one other one.
It's one other
Yeah.
one.
Haste. I thought you can take your full attack action again.
No.
Nope.
She's
just
not high enough
one
level, she can't
bonus.
take 3.
It's just one bonus attack. But wow.
I was gonna say plus 1d4 to all of those, but you really do not need it.
As all of them seem to find purchase as... Go ahead and describe how you're flourishing the creature.
Just going to make 3 quick slashes to the front of it at its face. Its really ugly face.
When in doubt, hit it in the face.
Where were these rolls before?
So as you make these 3 quick slashes, it carves into the creature and makes short work of its constitution as it's starting to look battered and beaten further and further with each hit that you seem to make with it. Sebastian.
Alright, seeing as this demon is an immediate threat to not just the party, but everybody in this small area, Sebastian is gonna be conflicted as to whether or not he should attack the creature, since he's not violent at all. He's never tried to harm anybody, with one exception, and he's, for a small moment, gonna abandon his teachings, and he's gonna attack it. And I'm gonna use a key point. Oh, yes, I am. 21 hits. Alright. And I'm gonna use a key point for Flurry of Blows. Okay.
Now the default to both of those. So.
Oh, right. Does a 17 hit?
17 does hit.
Alright. Then another 7 damage. Does 12 hit?
12 does not hit.
Alright, so it takes 7 bludgeoning damage, and I'm gonna take a step back and just let him take an attack of opportunity against me. Alright, I'd like to see you try.
Does 13 hit?
You already know, though. It doesn't.
Yeah, this thing is not having a lot of good luck right now.
Good.
As it's looking horrendous at this point. as it grounds itself, bending down forward as its jaw just like leans down towards the ground, as you hear this guttural as it picks up its head and shoots out multiple spreads of like loogies in front of it that flies out in a cone of 25 feet. So, Sebastian, Kane, and Scram.
Dex. Seems to save.
Dex saving throw.
The 13, I'm sure, misses everybody. Holy crap.
Plus 1d4 for your dex saves, guys.
Yep.
Wow. Nope.
Can you just hit?
That's disappointing for me.
Oh, it actually did something?
Yeah, because I don't know why you rolled 1d20 for an attack roll, because it's just...
Because it has an attack roll and it has a secondary effect if it hits.
Oh, it has both.
Yes.
You hit Kane.
Oh, so it doesn't actually hit anyone.
Or wait, no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, which one you
We didn't even need to roll dex saves.
Yeah, we did not.
No, this thing is acting very bad right
Spit.
as it spits out, and all of you are able to just evade the globulars of spit as it just lands on the ground next to you. Afterwards, immediately igniting into flame and where they sat. But yeah, and at least it's now your turn, as this creature seems to be looking really...
Right. Annalise, who is like kind of crouching down, leaning her back against the back of the wagon there, she kind of reaches down and gets her book in front of her, flipping through a couple pages. She looks over to the edge of the cart, and then points and says a couple words from the books. I will roll my lightning toe and hope I hit. 23 to hit.
You'd have to move closer.
Fine, I'll scurry along this. Oh, I guess I can't. I'll scurry along this side. How close do I have to move? What's my range? 20 feet. There we go.
Yeah, wow, 20 feet's a really short range.
That's really short.
Yeah.
It's 10 radiant damage.
How do you want to kill it?
By reading my book. I want to read its stuff. No, I look over it and I kind of release the energy of the book, and without really, this is very untested waters for me, without really knowing what it would do or how this will work. Kind of with almost a bit of hesitance and reverence at the power that I'm wielding.
Almost as if it was second nature, you go through reading the tome as it becomes an extension of your will, as each word is filled with power. With a shock of radiant energy, the face of this creature is immediately engulfed as it begins to shake violently in pain as it just starts crying out before engulfing in this radiant fire that seems to convulse and take over his entire form before he bats into this building, bats into this one, trying to take it out, but eventually it doesn't seem to help as he collapses before being singed into ash.
Do you think they found us, or is that just a random attack?
I'm hoping random.
I'm hoping for random
Looks
as well.
around.
We know that there's
One
more
chance.
demon activity in this area.
Can we see anything else in the sky? Or are we still on initiative order?
Does the sky still look scary? Or
As you look up into the sky, you don't see any more shadows.
I approach
Pretty-
the body.
We got it.
You approach the body as it's slowly just being crumbled into ash at this point.
from like the minute that I could see it, or for the few seconds that I could see it, did the dimensions seem about right for the spot we saw earlier on the ground? We solved that mystery.
It's not an oval, so that doesn't seem correct. But it's large enough that if it was oval shaped, it could fit. But
Okay,
it
yeah, so maybe
doesn't.
it was like resting or like sitting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, do we
Before it
notice that
crumbles,
it
I want to-
leaves any similar marks in the grass that it's been
Ooh,
on?
like when it dies?
Like-
Like the ash circle?
As you look around, no, you don't see anything like immediately igniting from where it stepped. Other than that globular spit it tried to hit you with. That's the only thing that seemed fire-like.
Before it completely crumbles to ash, Scrum shall move up and try and cut one of its paws off. His great sword.
You don't have a great sword. Oh, yeah, you bought your
Yeah,
own, that's right.
Yep.
As you bring your greatsword down and chop into its frame, the paw comes off, but it's still disintegrating.
So hoping it would last.
You begin to think that this might be a common feature with maybe demons to disintegrate when destroyed, you're not too sure.
I give it a minute to finish disintegrating, and then I just kind of look over the ashes to see if anything was left in its wake.
As you look in through the ashes, it gives off some residual heat that doesn't seem to bother you as much. Everybody else, it seems a little wary to move through the scarred, radiant, flamed creature. But go ahead and roll an investigation.
Sure thing, boss man.
Can I assist? If I can get myself.
Vanden is just going to fly up to the roof and keep an eye out, by the
Are you
way.
gonna assist?
I'd like to assist.
Advantage. Alright, 19.
As you search through here, you find a small, like, almost Mokagen-like item left in its very center.
Sorry, a mocha gem?
It's like a wooden doll, almost.
I get a piece of cloth or linen from my bag and I kind of wrap it around my hand and I reach to pick it up. I assume it's still pretty warm from sitting in ash.
So like a totem of sorts?
Yeah, like
Of
I'm guessing
sorts.
it's totem. I look over the doll. Is it like a doll of a cat or a human?
It looks more of a person. And as you're
It's like
looking
a-
at it and trying to investigate, like, what is this? Almost completely unprovoked, its skull seems to crack straight down the center.
I'll quickly cast detect magic on it.
Yeah.
As you cast the detect magic, you just get a hint of what seems to be transmutation magic before it seems to fade.
It's very
kind
good
of-
now, but
As someone who does woodworking and wood carving and like whittling and such, do I know what kind of wood it's made out of? Or feeling it, does it feel like solid wood? Does it feel hollow? Does it feel like there's like heavier bits that shouldn't be in there, like metal or stone?
Its proportions seem correct for its size.
Okay. So it seems like it's made of solid wood.
Right.
What kind of wood?
Go ahead and give me a knowledge nature.
Okay. That's not gonna be great.
You think possibly a oak?
Okay, so really, that's hard. That's hardwood to be whittling out of. Huh. Kind of look over at Vanden, who also does wood carving. Vanden, what do you think of this? And I toss it through the air. What do you make of this?
Does it look exactly like the link that you've posted?
Very similar, yes.
Crude design? Is it some sort of magical thing?
it was enchanted, yeah. It's very dead now, though. Transportation magic. Not sure what.
Transportation magic?
Mutation.
Transmutation.
Oh. Interesting.
We should continue
Can
on.
it still be used, or is it innate now?
Oh,
No, it's broke.
it seems inert. We should continue on. I fear our presence might draw more of them here. And I'd rather, if we were going to draw demons, be away from a farm, away from crowds and people and family.
Yes, we don't want to
Also-
put Venon's.
Give me a moment.
course.
Ben's gonna go back in his uncle's house, knocking first.
I'm going to, like, get the horses ready.
Before you even head in there, he's just sitting out in front of the door looking with concern.
I guess it's uncle. Have you seen anybody who can carve something that looks like this? And I'll hold up the thing for him.
He stops and looks at it. Huh. Actually, there was a girl that came by here, I want to say 10 years ago. Or less. Long black hair. She was a beauty. Said she had family issues and wanted to learn wood carving from me. That reminds me of her token creations.
Does she have a name?
He stops to think as eventually he comes with a like a light in his eyes as he thinks, or it seems like it finally comes to a thought. I believe it was Abigail.
Abigail. Okay. Do you have any idea where she might be now?
He shakes his head no. Haven't seen her for a while now. Last I know, she headed east. That's the last I saw her.
Thanks for the information. In case that creature was sent directly for us, it's probably best that we get going. I wouldn't want to put you or your town here in any more danger if we're the cause of it. It was nice meeting you. Hopefully we'll meet again, and I'll be able to stay longer and maybe have a meal with you or something. For now, I should go.
Try to stay safe.
Well, I think our purpose is the exact opposite, but we'll try to stay alive. How's that?
Acceptable terms for a pale blood. He says as he reaches and like firmly grasps you around your bicep. Wear the name well.
Sorry. I'll try. I don't really know what the name is all about yet, but so he had handed me the outfit or whatever from the father, and I had originally had the other thing, the weapon that he had carved in the other hand. I'll hold them back out. Did you want these back?
He just like flippantly waves it along as he pulls his cane from behind the door to sturdy himself. It's yours. I'm an old man. I don't need that kind of wear anyway. Doesn't fit me anyway.
They're just sitting outside on the stoop, right? Like we can see them from where we're getting ready the horses.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At what seems like a moment of like Vannon putting his stuff back away, or seems like a moment of them breaking the conversation, Annalise would walk up, just kind of off to the side, just making sure that he sees her and that this is okay, that she's kind of making the introduction. Annalise Fletcher, she says, putting out a hand.
He looks at it and just gives a nod before reaching out and shaking it.
I've traveled with your nephew here for quite some time. I think he does your brother proud.
Well,
And then while I'm holding his hand, I want to cast lesser restoration on him to heal his leg. That's what I do.
you waste a spell as the magics don't seem to reach the leg.
Out of game, I've done this before for old men and legs. Does it seem like something's blocking my magic?
Or maybe there's no leg.
Oh, shit. Then I feel silly. I figured you would mention that if you just straight up didn't have a leg.
No one's checked. And he hasn't mentioned.
Okay. Yeah.
Means he still have a trouser leg. A pant leg.
Like, yeah, like he's like a wooden leg or something underneath,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Because otherwise we definitely would have noticed. Well, I feel a little foolish, but I give him like a nod like nothing happened anyways, and then I head back to my horse, and I guess Kane has hastily gotten them all ready because she still had a little bit of haste, so.
Before one couple of seconds, just standing there looking dumbfounded, as the spell ends.
Yeah.
But as you guys get to finishing at the horses, Vannon, you get to the point where you feel it's a good conclusion of meeting your uncle, and you feel like you get to the point where you're comfortable with ending it at that before moving to the rest of the group. What do you guys decide to do?
I think we're gonna head east from here, right? East a little more north. Head down the pass between Carcino and Rasti.
We might keep an eye out for a dark-haired woman.
Yeah.
Apparently, my uncle said that that doll is reminiscent of something one of his former students used to carve.
Really?
So perhaps it was, perhaps it's someone that we can search for. If she's capable of turning her dolls into monsters like that, she's someone that should probably be stopped.
An odd coincidence, but yes, what information?
He said her name was Abigail.
We haven't met a woman.
With your amazing perception, Vannon, you notice Kane flinch at the name.
You've heard this name before, have you?
You said she was a dark-haired woman?
He said long dark hair. Well, at least long when she was a girl and tutored under him.
Kane, you know this woman?
Kane seems silent for a moment, his eyebrows furrowed, and then he finally answers, "Yes, it might be my sister."
Oh. Why on earth would she be out here? What need would royalty have to learn wood carving from master of her farm?
She left my family a long time ago due to disagreements about our methods of ruling.
So she decided to learn wood carving so she could make demons?
I have no idea
Seems
what
like an
happened to her since then.
odd connection. We'll keep an eye out to see if what we can find. We should travel quickly.
Agreed. We get some distance between this town and some open land in case we get attacked again. The farmlands will be safe.
I don't think we're what caused that thing to attack. Apparently the entire world's getting attacked by demons. I think we just got lucky and was able to save the town.
I think so. I think that's the best case.
All the farmers out in the fields and it lands right beside us and attacks us first? I doubt it.
We're stood next to the biggest building inside.
If the creature was looking for destruction. It would have started with the first thing it saw.
I think it was a
Like that
creature who
old
might have
man
been.
in the field.
My guess is that it was a creature who might have been sent to try to find us, but we dealt with it, so the fact that they only sent one makes me think they don't actually know where we are.
Well, they might now.
Then we should hurry. Come on, then.
Onward.
We get on our horses and go.
So as you guys begin to set out, virtually and literally unscathed from the encounter that you passed by, you get to the point where you get right at the last hill to make the trough from behind you out of view as Vannon, you take one more meaningful look before giving off a nod and turning and flying to catch up with everyone else. Go ahead and everyone make stealth checks.
I'm super stealthy.
Question. Do I still get disadvantage if I'm on a horse in my armor?
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
So does your horse.
So I'm going to be the pike of the group.
Can we assist the people in heavy armor?
Well, you wanted blade.
I think my stealth is actually because I have to roll
There's no
again to see
assist
if
in
I
this.
make lower.
Clang, 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 clang.
Yeah, I definitely made lower.
As running through the plain, or the hill plains, Vannon, you're the first that notices more shadows on the horizon. As moving through here, trying to be as stealthy as possible, but so no avail as you're the first to call out as one of the creatures begins to arc out of the sky before making that same bellowing, painful cry.
I'm gonna immediately shift into eagle form and try to attack it head on.
How many of these shadows do we see?
It seems like only one has turned in this direction, but you do notice above the clouds approximately 3 others.
Right, quick bets. Who thinks these things are immune to fire?
Probably.
I'm sort of thinking that way as well. Worth a shot, though.
Do you think there's any sort of caves or any sort of underground passage we could take? It would take longer, but we wouldn't quite see the demons. It may take quicker overall. Granted, we did make short work of the last one. Perhaps we should simply challenge these few and carry on at a quick pace.
That's my plan.
I think so.
As you guys are preparing this idea and these thoughts, you watch as this one flaps approximately around 50 feet away before stops and just hovers there with its heavy wing beats beating back and forth as its mouth begins to open as, somewhat akin to someone speaking through a can to someone else, you hear a feminine voice speak out towards you all. So, am I to be expected that you're the one that broke my toy?
I'm slowly pulling a heavy crossbow off my back.
If your toy was sent to hurt us, then yes, I don't know why this would be surprising.
You think yourself someone important, then? No, you just interrupted my goal. No matter.
Which was?
Interrupted again, and you will not see a next sun.
I'll just yell out, Abigail!
She says as I attack the thing.
Boing. Shooting the crossbow.
Roll to hit. Roll again at disadvantage.
Is it a disadvantage?
Yes.
Why?
It's 17.
Okay.
Because it was floating there in dodge.
Oh, I'm dodge.
I think we both hit with 17, right?
So, second one hits.
4 piercing damage.
Yeah, the beak misses, your talons hit, and your crossbow hits. As the heavy crossbow penetrates its flesh, and talons? Yeah. Venom flies up and slashes at it as the creature just still stands there with its mouth agape and flying as it says in response, "Brother, oh, this will be fun." As its mouth closes and its constitution seems to return back to its bestial state as it just looks at Vannon with ire and hate.
I thought we killed the things that know our position.
Yep, let's kill things.
Right. Should we roll initiative?
Should roll initiative. Hold on, let me switch the map.
These look like the same things we just fought, right?
Yes.
Yeah. No. Yeah, let's roll initiative.
Let's rinse and repeat.
Yeah.
Still got 2 more hastes after I get the shit done.
So let's get a simple plain map. Yeah, that works. Please do not pay attention to the pixelated map.
Ooh, that's pretty pixelated.
Shut up. It's not
It's not on the
pixelated.
rocky terrain.
It's not pixelated. I swear.
Oh, look, I'm first. I will roll initiative.
I zoomed in all the way and now I can count pixels. It's horrible.
I see 3 whole pixels.
I'll fight you all. Alrighty. So Burden, you're currently fighting it while it's 50 feet up in the air from the rest of the group.
Yay.
It's the exact same initiative order as the last fight.
Did the traveling that we were doing so far count as a short rest by any chance?
No, we were traveling.
Yeah, it did not. You guys moving from the town.
Mm-hmm.
See, who's actually rolled their initiative already, so I know not to delete it.
Everyone?
Go
Yeah,
on.
I'll do it.
That's no order.
Okay, yep, that seems right. Good. So, it is its initiative. Oh, there's a good roll. This might not be a repeat.
It will.
You think that changes something? This changes nothing.
That shit's something.
Alrighty. So, top of the order. Kane.
Draw my sword. gonna hold because obviously it's not in my reach, and I'm just going to yell, Abigail, why are you doing this?
As it's his turn, as it does not seem to be in the same function that it was before, one that looked like it had a more docile mindset and whatnot, as its mouth just opens and turns to claw and bite at Vannon. "13 misses. 15, I'm sure, misses.
Yes. Because it should, my AC should actually be 16 in bird form. It's not calculated right.
Yeah, so as both of them seem to miss. Burden.
Burden, you're up.
Yep. I'm going to fly above it and screech forth a fist of unbroken air. So DC 14 strength save.
I forgot about the Hadouken animation we added. That's fantastic.
That's just a key blast. Still one less key point and 5 times the damage. That's my last key thing that I did.
All right, now that I'm certain that these are not actual things that could have been people and they're just merely vessels, I'm gonna try to defend Bannon, and let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go right up to this dude.
Keep in mind that it is 50 feet up in the air from that spot, and Vannon is even higher than that.
Oh snap. Okay. All right then. I'm gonna go into dodge, using my action.
Alrighty. Annalise.
Annalise will, first of all, call a spiritual weapon. That's nice.
What's the range on that?
60 feet, so I guess I have to move underneath it, or closer to it.
Yeah, but that's within range of your spell.
Yeah. And I'll cast it coming, like, down onto the top of the creature. With its force damage. Casting at 2nd level. For 7 force damage. And then at the same time, as the spear striking down, I want to just reach my hands out and cast Sacred Flame at it as well.
Alright, so it needs to make a dex save, which it fails horrendously.
And it takes the 12 radiant damage.
As you impact it, and it just stutters in the air from the damage that you inflicted. Scram.
I am gonna probably twiddle my thumbs at what I can do at this range, especially when you're immune to fire. But let's test that. I'm gonna quickly cast Scorching Ray. It's a quicken spell. So there's that. So fighting fire damage doing anything to it?
As you watch the ray nail it directly in the chest and begins to just leave from it harmlessly.
Cool. I'll not even bother casting new ones. And I'm gonna hold my action to cast haste on Vannon when he comes into range. Actually, I'm gonna move over here.
Alright, Kane.
Are you gonna yell out to Fannin to come down to receive it?
Yeah. I'll just yell, bring it down.
Yeah, I'm just gonna yell. Bring it into range, and I'll fucking I don't know. Hold my turn.
You want to do any other actions? Skill
Do I have
checks?
a bow or anything?
I do have a bow, but I'm not as good with it. Let me try. Can I taunt it to come to me?
Do it.
You can try. You can try to do an
Come down and
intimidate.
fight us, you coward.
Yeah, you can try to do an intimidate to demoralize it. As it seems to just ignore your words and only being worrying about burden at this moment.
Damn it.
As Mr. Burden, it turns and once again tries to do anything more than nothing. Nine misses. 22 hits. As it hits for 10 piercing damage. As it bites onto your form. As with your perception, you can hear in the distance the sounds of more screeching heading in this direction. Burden.
I'm just gonna check something with Stunning Strike. I gotta check and see if I can use it with talents.
What are the other two in the sky doing?
What's your passive?
My passive?
Perception.
I have a high wisdom, so I believe it's gonna be like
Oh.
a 14. I'll look it up. It's 14.
There was 3. 2 of them seem to be gone. One of them seems to be heading in this direction.
Wait, and like,
There are 4 in total.
2 of them left and you didn't say anything? That sucks.
They were continually moving when I told you that you saw them to begin with.
Okay.
Only one came back around to talk to you guys.
So that should be 22 damage and DC 14 Constitution save for the Stunning Strike.
So, 14.
Yay!
You follow it down, Burden?
That's 4d6 falling damage. Do you want to roll that, or do you want me to?
You can.
Oh, dice.
Look at that.
So I did 39 damage with that, and it is now on the ground. Stunned, which means everybody gets advantage on their attacks.
As it hits the ground with a strong impact, its wings like unfurling onto the ground and just breaking in piece. Sebastian.
All right. So last conflict, I forgot that I had an extra attack. So I'm gonna punch this guy a couple of times. 21 and 22, I assume hit.
Those two are successful hits.
All right. And I'm gonna use a flurry of blows to punch him one more time. Yeah. Oh, right. I have advantage, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. All right, so 11. Let me roll for the 11. Is that fine?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. 17.
17 hits.
How about this next one? Even worse. Okay. All right, so 8, 11 damage, and I'm gonna take a step back and hide behind Kane.
As Sebastian just begins to wail on its form, its hard, blackened carapace now filled with cracks as you see the soft light that seems to emanate underneath its crusty outer layer. Annalise.
I feel like this is pretty done, so I'm just gonna use my lightning tome at it. So still with the book in hand, hadn't really quite put it away.
What's your spiritual weapon?
I also have my spiritual weapon.
And they're both at advantage.
Oh, they're both at advantage, so that's a 20 for my
You're at
lightning
disadvantage
tome.
for range.
What?
Oh, right.
It would just be a regular hit.
I move up close.
It's they're stunned, which means they get
That's why I said it'll be a regular hit.
right.
Can I move up close and then have it be advantage?
The weapon is still a ranged weapon. It's not melee.
Yeah, range attack into prone. I think gives disadvantage.
No, so that cancels out. So it's original. So your 9 doesn't hit.
Okay.
But your spiritual weapon, well.
Spiritual weapon, well.
Oh, your spiritual weapon is currently still up in where it was.
I can bring it down.
Yeah, I don't know how much you moved with it.
You're right, it's not quite 60 feet. It's, I can move it 20 feet. Which won't quite be enough, I guess.
No, it's off the ground by 10, but it was still 50 feet up.
Yeah. That's my turn then.
Alright, Scram.
Hops off the horse, pulls out his greatsword, and does an old swing at the thing. Melee's good at the moment.
17 hits.
14 slashing damage, which is so good.
Oh, by the way, it's long since been in this. I forgot to put that on.
How's it look? Then I'm going to finish it off. I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points and do a shock and grasp as a bonus action to kill it. And miss! But I got advantage.
You wouldn't be able to do shocking grasp with a great weapon anyway. Your hands are taken up.
That's a good point. Never mind. Keep my points. Where my shit rhymes.
If it's on his last legs, then Kane's minimum damage will probably do it as long as he hits.
As Kane.
Yep, I'll move up, try to finish it off.
Describe how you kill it.
Let me stab it in its heart, and then just slice it down.
As you bring your sword up on it while it's still like flailing on the ground, trying to get back up, you bring your sword out and just with a quick shank, it enters into its chest cavity. As you flip your holding on the sword in reverse and just start to pull down its chest as it spews out this very bright liquid that seems to burn at the touch as you flick it the rest of your sword out with a flourish as the doll-like thing that you saw in the first one gets flung out of its body as the rest of its main form just begins to turn into ash.
That took what, 12 seconds? It's probably faster just to travel over land.
Can I point to the other one that's headed our way?
Yes, you can.
How many are headed our way?
Looking up in the sky, you see one shadow that's in the clouds still heading in this direction.
It's like the same size?
Same size, yes.
Alright, let's get ready.
Yeah. Are you ready a spell?
We'll
Try and
all
pull
hold our
that
action
staff,
until it's
sticks it in
in
the ground.
range.
Who wants to be first? Brandon, okay. Well, Bastion, actually, you did pretty well there. Well done, mate.
As you guys get ready, waiting for the inevitable moment where it pierces through the clouds to, much to what you guys already understand, commit suicide. You wait as the shadow looms over in the clouds above you before...
Is it within 600 feet?
Yep. That's my question too. It's like, how close is it? Let's just snipe it.
Since I have not set anything, I will roll 4d100, which most likely will be under 600 feet. Actually, it is under 600 feet. So yes, it's under 600 feet.
I'm going to be taking pot shots.
Yeah.
Admittedly at disadvantage because it's long range, but screw it. 14 hit?
14 does not hit.
How many can I take before it lands?
I think it's just gonna turn and run. Like, I don't think it's gonna come land with us.
Back to
Well,
what
how
I
many
was
can I take
describing.
before it's
It does not look like it's landing as it's continuing to fly east.
Is it within 120 feet?
Fuck, yes.
Pew pew, motherfucker.
Ooh, nice.
There's a 15 hit.
You fire your guiding bolt off into the sky through the clouds, but it does not seem to hit.
Alright.
Okay, and you're
Well,
good
if
for
you
that
see-
bow.
If we see more of those, we know what to do. We should
Wait, so
hurry
it's
on.
within 120?
Yeah.
You're at disadvantage.
Take that as well, mate. Make more bow attacks.
Oops.
Hey, crit one.
No, it's still at disadvantage.
No, if it's in 120.
It's obscured.
No.
So with that, still no successful hits as you fire your arrows off, and it still looks like it's not even gonna attempt to make an approach towards you guys.
Well, smart move on its part.
Yeah.
You want
Let's
to chase
carry
after?
on. Well, we're heading
Okay.
east anyways, so not quite a chase, but we can keep an eye on them as we travel.
I thought we're heading west. Wait, are they heading the same way?
Heading
as us?
east. We're heading
Scrap.
they are heading the same way as us. We are heading east.
Alright.
Scram, hold out your hands and make them make an L. The one that looks like an actual L is left, and that would be...
Alright.
Confused.
I like turn around his hand and be like, this one. No, alright.
So as you guys watch as the shadow eventually fades off in the distance,
Oh, we're not saying they were watching, we're getting on our horses and going.
Yeah.
thematically,
Alright.
the scene ends off with you guys preparing yourself, getting items that were casually left during the fray of the immediate attack as you get on your horses and begin to strike off, heading east to continue
Someone
your
should pick up-
trek.
So pick up the second puppet thing as well.
Yeah, the little wooden doll.
Yeah.
If we're gonna be gathering items, then we might as well grab that too.
Should be burning the damn things.
As with that, that's where we're ending this week.
Cool.
So,
Chase.
thank you guys for watching this interesting first episode as the party steamrolls my monsters. But
You hit one of us.
I kinda. Thank you guys for watching as we are going to head off with this game. Remember, we are going to be playing this every Wednesday at 10:35 a.m. CST. So you can catch us next week on Wednesday for the continuation of this week's episode, or this episode. Anybody want to make any final notes, plugs, as we're heading out?
If you are a fan of Nightxgamer, there is a Discord. I don't know if it's in his information, but
No, it's for people that have been following long enough to be added to. It's not a free ad.
oh, I see.
There's something to work to, guys. You keep on watching. You can talk to us. Yay!
Anyone else? So, with that, once again, Nightxgamer, you can follow me at YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, at Nightxgamer to keep track of all these games and more that is D&D related or tabletop related. The next game that I'll be playing on my channel will be on Friday for the Allies of Justice Requiem game, where that group is in a precarious situation as well, which turns out to be most of my games. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week on Wednesday for this game. So, see you Wednesday. Peace.
Bye.